What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, and happy Gwensday. Today we are going to be taking a look at something that has been a long time coming, my 900 subscriber special. But not only that, it's going to be something in Storybook Brawl that's been a long time coming. Something I've been trying to do basically since the game released. And I've had a ton of comments on it saying, "No Lux, you gotta do this." And I've been trying. I just haven't been able to make it happen until now. I don't want to give too many more spoilers than that. A lot of people already probably know, based off of that, what direction we might be headed into this game, but hopefully it is still vague enough to keep you entertained. Don't jump ahead. We are in for quite a ride here. And we get off to a really strong start with Sherwood Sure Shot and Frog Prince. And heck, if you want to jump ahead, whatever. I don't blame you. But we're going to cover the rest of the game up until that point and talk about how we get there, I think, which is definitely an important piece of the puzzle, I would say. And one thing that I've been talking about recently, both with some friends and in my last Gwensday video as well, is trying to use knighthood on some classic knighthood targets that maybe I just haven't looked at in a little bit. So that way people that are new to the channel and haven't gone back through the archives can get a cool look at some of these really powerful knighthood targets. Don't really see anything great to knighthood here. You could knighthood Lucky on 3.0. It's a decent amount of econ. I definitely want to pick up Brave Princess on 3.0 as well. And honestly, I don't really feel like I need to knighthood the Lucky here. That would be the other way to order the board, by the way. That would potentially allow us to like slay with Brave Princess twice or something like that. But ultimately, I'm just going to decide to play it like this. This could potentially allow us to attack multiple times with Sherwood Sure Shot. It's tough. I think that playing it like this is totally fine, though. We at least get the slay with Brave Princess, and then we are going to wind up losing to this Cursed King. Just a little bit too strong for us here. So they'll win that for glory, and we'll take our first little bit of damage from the game, and then we're going to pick up Prized Pig. And I'm very much considering the knighthood on the Prized Pig, specifically because of some of those conversations that I've been having, where Prized Pig I think is one of the best knighthood targets in the game. Even on 3.1, I think that it makes our board considerably stronger, turns our 3-6 into a 6-12, and then if we win the combat, like we're playing up against the last place player in this current lobby, and I don't want to sell him out completely, but it seems like a good opportunity to just grab additional gold. And there's a cool thing too about using knighthood on Prized Pig, where it just makes it more likely that your Prized Pig is even going to survive. So sometimes it takes you from 0 gold to +4 gold, and just winds up being quite the nice little bounty there. We're going to get the stag attack, so our Sherwood Sure Shot and Brave Princess will be quite large as well, and then Prized Pig gets to clean up the battle there. We'll triple the Frog Prince, we locked onto that, and then I'm going to pick up a locked chest, as well as this free crafty and this Sleeping Princess. And basically what I'm thinking right now, we've got a level 3 coming from the locked chest, we've got a level 3 coming from the Brave Princess. Let's try to pick up some tier 3 characters and potentially find a Crystal Ball and a Merlin's Hat. That's one thing that I'm always trying to do in the early game, especially when I have an early lead, is use that extra economy, especially the extra economy that I'm grabbing from this Prized Pig, and put that into at least looking for Hat Ball on those early treasures there. And we'll see what we can find. Maybe we pivot into some different things once we hit level 4, but we're going to be probably seeing multiple tier 3 treasures next turn. So that's the first thing that I am looking for in this game, and we'll see how that goes. We're looking okay up against this what's it called, Trophy Hunter here. We get our level 3 treasure from our Brave Princess, and then we are also going to keep our prize pig alive. So doing really well. And then we have the option to pick up treasure map, sting, and power orb. And I think about the sting for a second. The main reason that I'm not considering the treasure map is it would only give us a tier 5 treasure, maybe tier 6 if we complete some tier 4 characters, but now we're picking up a second sleeping princess rather. We can wake that up with the spell in the shop. And now we've got a pair of sleeping princesses and a pair of luckies. And I just figured we were going to wind up tripling another one of those this turn, so I didn't want to remove myself from the opportunity of picking up a crystal ball, which we will eventually do here once we grab onto that lucky. So while we don't currently have the hat, what we do have is like a bonus 5 gold each turn. 1 gold at least from lucky, maybe even more depending on what it lands on, but at the very least you can buy and sell the character that lucky lands on. That's an extra gold, and then you've got the plus 4 gold from prize pig, and we are still super strong right now. All of that cash can then go into the crystal ball, and this actually worked out perfectly because lucky landed on the Lady of the Lake, and then we get to True Love's Kiss that lady and grab a free tier 5 character. I mean, we paid 3 gold for it, but this was definitely a great use of gold this turn. A genie's wish into something, I don't know, I think it gave like a potion of heroism to our sleeping princess or something, maybe a burning palm, and then we get to use that extra gold that we've been stockpiling from the pig and cast a wish upon a star. So next turn we've got a lot of things going for us already. We're going to be level 5. We're going to be seeing a tier 3 treasure, and that tier 3 treasure could either be Merlin's hat or it could be treasure map. Either of those would be really good. Treasure map, once you hit 5, then allows you to just roll for 9 sea terrors. Also, if we just miss on all of those things, we'll be level 5 and we can roll for Aeon, and that can be our Merlin's hat. So we've got a lot of options right now, and we're still ridiculously strong. 14 gold this turn. We do totally miss. We don't grab a great treasure here, but I'm just going to pick up a fancy pants. It's fine. We can use it for a second here. We'll grab a +3/+3 on a Medusa. It's whatever. Then we still have a little bit of gold to cast some extra spells, but I'm not really super concerned about the spells this turn. I'm concerned about Aeon. So I'm going to pick up Baba Yaga. The idea there being we still have a bunch of cash this turn. We can try to find Aeon. I'm going to triple the sleeping princess though, and that's when I find Merlin's hat. So we're doing good. We don't even need Aeon anymore. These genie's wishes are firing off nicely for us, and now we just have hat ball and a pig to allow us to be strong on top of that. So I'll roll down for the rest of the turn, and again, I'm not going to lock onto any of these characters, mostly prioritizing picking up some mages now that we have hat ball. I will want to pick up a spellweaver at some point, and I'll also, multiple spellweavers, as many as I can find, and then I'll want to pick up some Aeons as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking for now. And I think that we do wind up taking a little bit of damage. My opponent's backline looks pretty strong here, so we might take a little bit of damage. Our prize pig's time might be running up, though. We actually do get a win there. We just donate some prize pig gold, but the prize pig might be slowly running out of usefulness as we hit 5.1 here. Still pretty slick though. Then we are going to True Love's Kiss those pigs into a Hercules. That'll give us a tier 6 character. And that's a really good one, because now we could replace like this power orb with a potential tier 6 treasure. I'll pick up another Wizard's Familiar, and then I'm gonna True Love's Kiss on my other just random upgraded character, which is actually a nice one. It could potentially allow us to get in some more hits with Hercules and get some nice just stuff going on in that capacity. I'll pick up a Spellweaver to end the turn off, and then I'll throw this Medusa back in, and I will throw the Sleeping Princess also onto the support of the Lady of the Lake. But think that we're really strong here. My opponent's Robin Hood does hit the Hercules, which actually prevents us awkwardly from grabbing the Hercules treasure this turn, which seems a little bit awkward. We're also going to just donate some more prized pig gold, so I think it's time to get rid of that pig. Though, while I was upset about the Hercules not activating initially, now we get to pick up a noble steed, which means that now we get to grab a tier 7 treasure out of Hercules, which is going to let us do some even more busted stuff. So this is really sweet. We're also level 6 now. I think we're up 2 XP on the rest of the lobby with that Wish Upon a Star that we hit earlier on in the game, and we're looking to make a tier 7 treasure. I don't think it's too late for Aeon, the main reason being that once you have Aeon, that kind of means you no longer need the hat. So if we can get Aeon slaying here, it's probably not super likely to slay this turn, but maybe we can grab some slays and have some sweet mage stuff going on. I'm going to play Prized Pig for one more turn. Let's grade it out and see what we can do. Aeon is not quite going to slay. It misses the 75%er to make our spells cost 2 less this next turn, so a little bit of a bummer, but we do get the activation on Hercules, like multiple times over. So we're gonna grab a tier 7 treasure this turn. We are gonna donate some more gold to this Cursed King and actually take some damage this time, but now we get a tier 7 treasure, and I think it's got to be Holy Grail, especially this early on in the game. We've still got a few more turns to make use of this, and we can be Holy Grail hatballing, which is always a ton of fun. Then I activate my Cinderella, and I find Piggy Bank, and this is the moment that I've been waiting for. Despite how many games of Storybook Brawl that I have played, I have never had a Holy Grail Piggy Bank game, which gives me 1,000 gold next turn, and there's no way I'm going to spend it all, so I'm going to have 1,000 gold the next turn, and the turn after that, and the turn after that, and the turn after that. But on top of that, we also have Crystal Ball, which means I have unlimited gold and can cast any number of spells. So Aeon be damned. We do not need a way to make our spells cheaper at this point. I'm still going to play it just because I really don't have anything else to play, but next turn I get to pick up any number of units, and not even just next turn. Every turn for the rest of the game, I get to purchase as many units as I want, as many spells as I want. Sure, Trophy Hunter, have some more prized pig gold. We're definitely going to be getting rid of that now in the Holy Grail turn, but doesn't matter. It got us to this point. I'm going to start selling off a few things and picking up some trees, all while just trying to cast as many spells as I possibly can. I do wind up getting rid of my Wizard's Familiar there. I don't really think that I need it. And then I make some copies of Hercules. That's going to be one other thing that I'm doing during this turn. And because of that, because Hercules is my best evil twin target at the moment, I don't really want to flip it and turn it good, or turn it evil rather, with the Shard of the Ice Queen. So I'm just going to keep Hercules as a good character. We can cast these knighthoods totally for free. Here we go, gonna grab another Hercules right here. Just gotta find the room for it. And then we can throw a bunch of additional stats on Ashwood Elm, so that way we can, just make our board as big as we possibly can. I wind up throwing in another True Love's Kiss. I couldn't quite get the Dream spell off in time, which was a little bit unfortunate. And I cut the Soul Tack, which would have been great up against these Lightning Dragons, but looks like we are still gonna be okay. We aren't going to take Humph out here. We're gonna hit them for 7, down to 4, but I'm still feeling pretty good. One of our Hercules is upgraded, so we can make an additional copy of that, and then we wind up grabbing an upgraded Good Boy, which isn't really great because everything on my board is evil right now, though I did just make Ashwood Elm a good character. That will allow me to now evil twin Ashwood Elm, so that's kind of sweet. I'm going to throw a Knighthood on Burning Beard. And by the way, we're up against the Ghost this turn, so kind of doing okay. I'm going to throw both of my mage characters into Croc spells. That's like a potential way to cheese out a tier 6 treasure. And then I finally sell off that prized pig. I'm going to wind up evil twinning an Ashwood Elm and then just selling off of the Crocs. I realized that I should probably just be playing a lot more trees and selling off these crocs, and then I can make some tier 6 treasures in that way, but I'm not super worried. And then I'm going to end the turn by transforming into Potion Master, which is just going to give me a lot more power, because now I'm going to be able to see twice as many spells, and I can start knighthooding everything on the board and start just throwing all of these pump spells onto my Ashwood Elms and grabbing a whole bunch more stats. We'll also grab some additional stats here from Ivory Owl, which we grabbed from this Hercules completion, and then we'll grab another tier 6 treasure, and I could go for Mimic Chest. I don't know, there's not really... I want to keep my crystal ball and I want to keep my piggy bank, both for now at least, so not going to worry about any of that stuff. I'll pick up another Echo Wood. We'll see if we can grab something cool from our last Hercules, but then I wind up grabbing a upgraded Echo Wood from my True Love's Kiss there. Now I don't have any more great True Love's Kiss targets. I could probably start using the True Love's Kiss on that Hercules on the bench that I'm not doing anything with. You'll notice that I'm also putting a bunch of extra stats onto that front Hercules, and that's because it was, excuse me, just barely under activating in 1. So I just wanted to get that to the point where that was going to activate in 1, and now all of my spells are going to go on my backline Ashwood Elms. And you can see, despite everything that I am doing here, we are gaining gold each turn. So kind of just crazy. We've got over 1,100 gold. We're going to grab another tier 6 treasure this turn from Hercules. And oh yeah, we've got absolutely massive trees as well, and a phoenix feather if one of these trees just so happens to fall. But Crystal Ball, Piggy Bank, Holy Grail, it's like a trifecta of treasures, and yeah, I thought absolutely fitting for this 900 subscriber special. Now that one of my opponents is dead, the Cursed King, I felt like this was going to be the final turn, and I can probably toss the Piggy Bank this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to make another Ashwood Elm. I think about grabbing a Pandora's Box. It would be really, really cool to grab another powerful tier 7 treasure to round out this board. Honestly, I didn't want to toss the Crystal Ball. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that we can still do with it this turn. That's basically the only thing I can do this turn, is just Crystal Ball and cast a bunch of spells and stuff. I don't even have targets for Knighthood because we already have way too many upgraded characters, so just going to wind up rolling a little bit more. We'll True Love's Kiss this Bear Stain, but yeah, not even too much left to do on the board. Yeah, don't need to dream. We'll just throw a little bit more stats on there, and we'll prepare to take on the Fates. They do scam our huge Echo Wood, and then Lightning Dragon and the Princess P find a slay, hashtag Empress P, hashtag Queen P. Yeah, forgetting the name of that character a little bit, but we are going to have these Echo Woods come back with a vengeance and only 1 health because they were scammed, but we are still going to have more than enough stats to take down the Fates and win the game. There you go. That one would have been a really, really tough board to stop. My opponent, I think, let's see how big their Lightning Dragon was. Was this the only Ashwood Elm that it could even clear? I'm not sure. It might have been able to clear any of the Ashwood Elms. They're all a little bit small. Yes, 60. Okay, so it was 50-50, or not 50-50. It was 66% to hit an Ashwood Elm and get a slay. And even with that, and then even the Empress P scammed and slayed my biggest character, they still had no shot. And our Echo Woods were just way too massive there, just easily ate up their Jormungand's, and then the rest of my trees ate up the rest of their board. That is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do want to say I'm not sure how quickly I will be able to get back into daily uploads. For those that don't know, I recently just had a heart attack. I posted a video about it on my channel. So we'll see. We'll see what I feel comfortable with doing, but I wanted to get out this sweet video to showcase 900, or celebrate rather, 900 subscribers. It's really, really cool. And yeah, I'm excited to keep pushing to 1,000. just might take a little bit more time to get there. But thank you guys all very much. There were so many nice comments on my last video. Thank you for the support, both in just, watching the videos, but also all of the nice comments and things that you guys have left on that. And that's going to be it. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll say that again. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.